go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Carolina Herrera. This is from the Bad Boy series. Woohoo! Lightning bolt fun here on the Robezoid channel. This is Bad Boy Cobalt EDP Electric. So it's the original Bad Boy Cobalt. Like when I was looking at this thing, I was like, they made 3 of these? Because I saw EDP Electric and I'm like, huh? They had 3? Because this is the elixir. I unboxed, I decanted this. This is empty. There's a little bit left, like less than a mil. I did the elixir early in 2024 on my channel. It was a flop. I didn't like it. I'm trying to remember. I think they had truffle in that no breakdown as well. I might be wrong, but I think it was a vanillic thing. It was garbage. That's my best French impersonation. Garbage. So I did that one, and now I've got the original. Now the original, some people on my channel said, hey Mark, go check out the original Cobalt. It's better than this one. So we are going to see, it can't get any worse than this. This was bad. This was if I remember correctly, and that was back in March 2024. Yeah, that was flopalicious. It was a Quentin Bish special, as I think I said. I don't think there was a Perfume attached to it. The nose behind this one is Domitil Berthier, so we do have a Perfume 2022 release. Now before we get into anything, here I am doing lightning bolt fragrance reviews. I'll sniff anything on my channel to give you guys content from someone that isn't paid, bought for. I do have, you know, a certain taste, obviously. I don't like blue fragrances. Cobalt is, we'll see, but I'll be honest, right? If that sounds like a fragrance reviewer for you, hit subscribe, smash that like button, much appreciated. Now this one doesn't have a cap, and sometimes I do this. I go on YouTube sometimes and just see who reviewed something that I'm gonna be upcoming review. And I just want to see the familiar faces. This one I knew is popular within the YouTube realms. And the same faces show up with their goofy. To get the teens going. And I saw, who did I see? I clicked on some guy, what's his name? Chris the CEO, this guy, Mr. And I don't mind calling out fragrance reviewers. You know why? Some people don't like that I do that, but why not? This is our fragrance realm. People are trying to be fake in our fragrance community. You know, when you come in and you're 2 weeks in and all of a sudden you have 500,000 subscribers and you have, you know, 12 comments on your video, there's something up. You bought it. Chris the CEO, I'm looking at you right now. You bought subscribers. It's that simple. He called out Chaos Fragrance. And I don't, you know, if you're going to call out somebody like I just did with Chris the CEO, which is, I got the receipts are, it's pretty easy to see. But he called out Chaos Fragrance, and I don't like dilly-dally, but he called them out saying, oh, his has a cap, it must be fake. That's I looked at the video for, I think, a minute, and then I shut it off. This guy, zero research. Both of mine have the caps. And you know why? Because they're 150 ml bottles, and that's what Dilly Dally had. The 100 ml bottles are built in, and he called his fake. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Do your research first and foremost before you start calling out other people. Honestly, you with your 500K subs in 2 weeks, looking at your videos with 5 comments, you know, I get more comments than you. And 3/4 of my subscriber base is probably dead, not watching videos anymore. 45,000 of my subscribers aren't even subscribed. They're subscribed on YouTube alone, but they're not watching shit. I lost my subscriber base. They're long gone. Now let's get back to this thing. People already clicked off of my videos. So I definitely appreciate people that subscribe and hit the like button. Much appreciated on my end. Let's take a look at the note breakdown on this one. Let's see how blue this bluey is. And as you can see, and that's what one of the things that one of my subscribers or someone on my video, I remember them saying that there's plum in this one. And there is plum. There's that truffle note again. I think it was in this one. Yeah, it was. It was earthy. So we'll see if this one has it as well. But it has sage, pink pepper, geranium, vetiver, oak cedar. So it has an interesting back end of oak and truffle. That's interesting. And plum, of course, in the mid. So let's get into it. Let's put it on skin first, or skin. We'll put it on the strip first, then we'll put on skin. This is mega big lightning bolts are awkward to shoot an atomizer with. Atomizer is pretty good on these lightning bolts. This is going to be a lot to decant, 150. Ho hum. You know, one day I'd like to see like a gimmicky bottle and go, oh, I'm sure it has happened in my years that I've seen a goofy bottle and I'm like, oh, the fragrance itself is actually pretty good. This ain't good. This ain't good off the strip. This is a Invictus, YSLY, Sauvage, that kind of combo here. So you're getting that pink pepper, not very good. You're getting that sage. I think sage is in YSLY, if I'm correct. Maybe that's why I'm putting that correlation there. It's scratchy, bluey thing. It's sweet fresh. I don't like those kind of fragrances. Sweetness doesn't go with freshness, personally, for me. It has to be like Le Male. The original Le Male did it right. It's not overdone. Yeah, it has that bluey artificial Invictus, YSLY feel, sweet synthetic, fruity. It does have a fruitiness to it. Not necessarily plum here. It has some woody aspects, but it smells kind of like a green apple. Huh. Okay, so I'm putting it on skin. The things I do for the YouTube channel. This bottle is awkward to hold. You know, maybe if I was 20 years younger, I'd be cool. Oh yeah, that introduction is, oh, that's harsh. Okay. You're losing me. Yeah. Oh man. The introduction is lavender's coming through here. Well, lavender's actually pretty good in here. Yeah. So after it gets away, and it doesn't go away, it stays, but it's transitioning into this lavender. The lavender in here is actually pretty good. It's aromatic as per usual. There is no truffle in here. Now it could be as a marketing ploy. I don't see why it would be a marketing ploy, but I guess you could use that in your, I see in their marketing, they have like that truffle kind of look to the back end of the bottle to make it look sexy, but there's no earthiness. Truffle kind of gives out a earthy quality to a fragrance. No, none of that at all. This is very fresh, sweet. The plum is coming through a little bit. It's okay. It's not, I don't know, I've experienced plum in some fragrances that, and maybe it's because everything that's surrounding it is so synthetic and scratchy and not very good. The plum, as much as maybe a good plum note would really shine in that moment, maybe, or it just would just go with the scratchiness and just kind of not be good. It's okay, but I'm getting like a green apple vibe too. Like there's other fruity notes in here. I don't know. Maybe my nose is off today. Maybe. It's better than Elixir, I think, but not by much. Not by much. You know, I can't really spray this. There's nothing in here. Yeah, that vanillic. Yeah. I don't know. I can't stand my blueies. You guys know this. I'd rather have a vanilla than a bluey. Oh. Look, what is it? It's a starter fragrance, guys. That's what it is. It's a starter fragrance. It's for teenagers. Don't pay. The thing is these, especially the mega big bottles here, these are expensive. These can go around, almost around $200 Canadian. Canadian. Don't play around, but it'll be over $100 USD anyway. These 150 mils, but don't, like this would be, like back in the day when I first started on YouTube, like around 2009, 2010, this kind of fragrance would come on the market $100 and then it would dip down to $50 Canadian, $60 Canadian. That's when you would snatch these up. I don't think it's going that low. Like it's really holding to it. Like a lot of these designer, I want to say this loosely, top sellers, they hold their value at discounters. They're not going down too much. Either discounters are really pocketing a lot of money, or these designer brands are not slashing the prices for these discounters anymore, where they used to. But this is a teenager starter fragrance. Don't pay over $100 for it. Personally, it's sweet. It's fresh. It's blue. The lavender might be the star of the show. The plum is okay. Pink pepper, that's okay. Sage. If you're looking at this for the truffle, I think I experienced more truffle in this one than this one. This one I'm getting 0. Now again, it's, I'm 10 minutes in. I don't know. I'm not getting any earthy qualities at all from the truffle. Plum, yeah. But there's also a little green apple action in here too, but I think that's gone now. So now it's transitioning into this lavender. Now it's actually getting a little better because the bluey section's kind of going down. Lavender's coming up and the plum's coming up a bit. Yeah. So I don't know, like the subscribers that told me that this is like better than this one, I think I would put them in the same league, depending on your taste. I don't think the Elixir is a better version of this. No, I think they're on par, and they're both synthetic, starter fragrances, teenager fragrances. You can do better. The fragrance goes with the goofy bottle. That's the end of it. That's pretty much it. Carolina Herrera, honestly, their designer line, like I'm looking at it, that's where all my, like they're not even good enough to be in the blue cabinets. They're in my old brown cabinets. And I'm looking at the Carolina Herrera line, CH Men, all that kind of stuff. Like Herrera, I'm looking at the roster here. I like their upper echelon line, like the confidential line. They have some bangers in there, Virgin Mint, among others. That is a line that I would highlight. Like I would spend an extra, like you're probably spending, let's say American, I'm give or take 120 for this. You could probably go to a discounter. You could probably get the confidential line. I've seen some around high 170, 200s, give or take. American would be less. Spend the extra $100 and get a confidential release. So much, like it's like night and day. So anyway, you can find this one at fragflex.com. Definitely you can. So just FYI, again, just reinstating what I said earlier in this fragrance review. First and foremost, it's not fake if it has a cap. If you're buying the 150 mil, which this is, right? It's not 200, 150. Where is it? Yeah, 150 mil. So if you buy the 150 mil, it does not come with the built-in atomizer. Okay? If you get the 100 mil or less, it comes in with the built-in. So not fake. Just a reminder. Now you can find this one at fragflex.com. You can use my code TFG10. You get 10% off. Site-wide, you don't have to buy the lightning bolt. I would highly suggest, if you're asking me, skip this. Go check out Carolina Herrera Confidential line, Virgin Mint. They have a leather one. I got some videos on the Confidential. Go check them out. A solid lineup from a brand that in the designer game, they haven't done much for the men's line. Like 212 Men was meh. Honestly, like it starts there. It's one of those brands that's eh. Honestly, they haven't done much in the fragrance game personally for me. And now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Now, again, don't take shots at me, right? This is my opinion. Do you want a fragrance reviewer that sugarcoats everything? Like, honestly, do you want me to be one of those guys that I see this and I don't review it? Because that's what other fragrance reviewers say. I don't like it, I'm not going to review it. What? Are you a reviewer or are you a commercial? Like, what? So, don't take shots. My nose broken. This guy doesn't know what he's... I heard it all before. I've been 10 plus years in this YouTube thing. You can't phase me with the nose broken stuff. Like, if you like it, state your facts. People will read those comments, and I don't mind that. Yeah, tell it like it is. I have no issues with that. What you like, it might be the stuff that I stated that I don't like about it. It's blue, it's a teenager, it's a starter fragrance. Yeah, that's, if you like that and that's where you're at in your journey, perfect. That's awesome. I've had those, right? I've worn Swiss Army. I've worn Tommy Hilfiger. CKB. That's where I started. There's no shame in that. So yeah, anyway, love to see those comments. And again, I don't need cosigners either, right? You don't have to say Mark's right, Mark's the man, the GOAT. No, you don't have to do any of that. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your lightning bolt fragrance bottle wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.